Hello and welcome back to Let's Replay Mystery Case Files MillionHeir. I'm MCFPapa and this is part 8. We're investigating the last suspect left, Marina Fobic. Welcome to Tiger Point Aquarium. My name's Marina. I'll be your tour guide this evening. Well, I will be in about 15 minutes. Don't flower. Haha. Aquarium humor, folks. So great. There's Nemo and there's Dory. A bunch of Nemos and a bunch of Dorys. Do a frontal lobotomy in this game. Pretty graphic. There's a rag that you use in Return to Ravenhurst. It's all so connected. That's a bit morbid. The shark literally eating a person. Well, just gotta somehow draw on it, and that'll make the periscope go up. Don't really understand the logic, but oh well. Well, that's clearly the hook, but I guess the pirate hook, not the fish hook. Just a simple toothbrush and anchor to find. Now just a simple anchor to find. There certainly is a lot of snorkels around. Those items were nice and close together. Oh, some nuclear symbol too. doesn't boot you out. It's weird that this one you just need to find the same dog food to unlock the scene, whereas the other times you had to find silhouettes of items that match the outline. Certainly have a lot of bones and paw prints to find. And now we're done with all the paw prints we need. That there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. It's a pink teddy bear similar to the one used in Breaking Bad, but this game actually predates Breaking Bad, so it can't be a Breaking Bad reference. Again, though, don't need the battery. That's a really clever hiding spot for the pawn among the bowling pins. No, wait, really? That's weird that you need to find all but one of the items here, whereas in the other levels you could have like 3 items you didn't get. I wonder what's the reason for the change. You're investigating Mr. Rich's disappearance? Yes, how can I help? It so happens I have a photo of him up on the wall there. Take an eagled eye to it while I take this school on a tour. Oh, I do love working here. Now, I don't usually have trouble on the other spot the differences, but this one can oftentimes really stump me, where I'll have one difference left I can't seem to find. That's a funny difference. Instead of a kid, he's just holding a fish. And good old Phil T. Rich gets to go diving when there's a killer shark right next to him. Excellent work. Let's find out what Marina Fobic knows. That was my favorite photograph. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. Anyway, on the plaque it says that he funded the expansion of our fine museum. You might say he fed the fish. Oh, I cracked myself up. Don't know how I get through today. Speaking of feeding fish, did you run across any fish in the mansion? Phil was taking care of my pet fish. I miss him terribly. I do hope he's okay. Well, nice to see you. Make your way to the exit whenever you're ready. Now this is nice and pretty meta, that the fish you find is Felix the fish. I want to make sure I got the name of the fish right, because I got it wrong so often in the Let's Replay Dire Grove. So it's Felix the fish, and that's her pet fish, apparently. Oh my. Say, Detective, a key fell out of the back of the frame when you bumped it. Someone must have wanted it kept safe. Says so right on it. You'd better take it. I seem to lose everything at night. You got a key. It looks like Phil. Weird. Excellent work, Detective. All 12 reports have been submitted to the agency. Alert! Detective Alba is requesting your presence again. She must have something more to say. Darling, oh yes, it's you, Detective. Did you know about my designs for Phil? I had big plans to redo the whole mansion in beautiful ivory. Bah, Phil cheated me out of the money to finish my masterpiece. I know all about his dark secrets. Also, Alba has finally figured it out. Finally beat that old coot at his game. Now listen here, Detective, it's all perfectly clear when Alba spells it out for you. Phil is really an evil mastermind. Genius, yes, but not as smart as Alba, obviously. He had agents everywhere, scouring the globe for priceless treasures and antiques. Always mustering about how his gnomes would find it all. There was no stopping him. Yes, darling, working on those designs of his was just to throw me off the scent. Eventually, his grand sinister mansion would be rebuilt. It would one day become a carnival of doom. Now, I'm just gonna assume that this is just a ploy to show that how Alba is crazy, which is her secret. You can find out later on. Because it makes absolutely no sense for Phil T. Rich's mansion to become Madame Fate's carnival. Like, the carnival travels around. Like, did his mansion also travel around? Did Madame Fate bribe him to buy the mansion from him to make it into a carnival? I don't know. It doesn't even make sense, because this game takes place after Madame Fate, because the newspaper at the beginning said Detective has a history of success, and it showed Madame Fate. And Madame Fate is already an established thing here, popular enough to have her own custom vending machine. So I don't know what they mean by this. Also, I love how they just straight up took a screenshot of the scene from Madame Fate, because you can see the items hidden in it still there. Like, here's the paintbrush and the maple leaf and the bone and the fountain pen and the bowling ball on the planet and the test tube and the saw and the fish and everything. Maybe they didn't have access to the unedited scene. I don't know. Anyway, that was my rant. So, on to Chapter 5, A Will in Crime. A Carnival of Doom, the crime computer cannot assist you on this one, detective. Though it seems Alpha is certainly one square short of a long diagonal. Alert! The crime computer detects the arrival of an important letter. Dear Detective MCFPapa, we've received your reports. Outstanding work. I am writing to inform you that Phil's status has officially changed from missing to presumed dead. This means your investigation must now focus on finding the heir to the Phil T. Rich estate. It's a well-known fact that every millionaire keeps a last will and testament, probably hidden in a safe somewhere. Start there. I expect nothing but good news, the boss. How tragic, but a detective's work is never done. Looks like you need to find Phil's will. Question is, where would a millionaire hide a last will and testament? Maybe in the big glowing painting. Good thinking, detective. There is indeed something strange about this portrait. Perhaps if you looked at it in a different way, it might reveal something. Now, I like the joke in this portrait that, like, in the portrait, he has a portrait of himself in the same pose, and in that portrait, he has a very tiny portrait of himself in the same pose. And also, he's apparently smoking a pipe that blows bubbles, for whatever sense that makes. And he has on cute little bunny slippers, maybe a reference even to the Christmas story. I'm not sure. Fantastic. Is there something hidden behind the portrait? Indeed there is. A will. Where there's a will, there's a way. Great, let's see what this says. To whom it may concern, this is the last will and testament of Phil T. Rich. I, likely of sound mind, but no longer of body, hereby leave my vast and quite excellent fortune to just one lucky person. A lucky millionaire, as I would like to say. Get it? Because that's the name of the game. Above all others, this person has proven to be a loyal and trustworthy friend. This shall be a fitting end to the fantastic wealth that I acquired through no small greatness of my own. I realize that many people are jealous of my vast and impossibly large collection. How couldn't they be? I am, after all, Phil T. Rich, famous and wealthy beyond measure. If someone finds this letter, know that I would never simply leave my vast and rather enjoyable fortune. I feared the day would come that someone would finally end the Phil T. line. So, in careful consideration, I have hidden the identity of my heir in a locked place within my very expensive mansion. A key has been safely given to one of my friends, though this person did not know its true meaning at the time. This key alone will not reveal the millionaire, but it's a start. Good luck, Phil T. Rich. P.S. I always loved safe puzzles. You found Phil's will, and it said something about a key and safe puzzles. Alert, the key that looks like Phil, it has the word safe written on it. Could that be a coincidence? I don't think so. Was there anything else unusual about the portrait, detective? Let's have another look. Alert, the crime computer detects a world-famous bird safe. I thought these were out of production. Alert, this must be the safe puzzle that was mentioned in Phil's will. It'll take all of your investigative skills to crack this safe. Just use everything you know. Yeah. Just by everything they mean blowing on the microphone and then rubbing off the button. And then, well, there is an actual puzzle then. Pretty simple, just turning the thing. And then you get the key and open the safe. Ooh. Miraculous glowing goo. This canister contains a lock of hair, Detective. It must belong to Phil's intended heir. The only real way to prove this is with DNA. Good thing I come with a factory-installed DNA feature. Congratulations on activating my DNA extrapolation feature, Detective. The evidence you collected was inserted into the vacuum end of the super straw for analysis. Unfortunately, this experimental DNA module is only a demo version and requires manual acceleration. I'll now provide an approximation of the process with brightly colored spheres. When two identical discs are on top of each other, tap the discs to destroy them. Destroy enough discs before any one strand reaches the top to collect a clean DNA sample. The white star-shaped disc is a wildcard that will destroy all discs in one color. And this DNA game is fairly fun. I don't know if it's so fun that you needed a whole unlockable secret endless mode of this. But it is what it is. It's mostly just tap as fast as you can, so you'll get them in time. Top notch, Detective. With this control sample, we can now identify the lucky millionaire. And that sure beats trying to catch a prime suspect in another case. I don't know about that. Chapter 6, Quest for the Heir. If you recall, each person mentioned something about Phil or something at his mansion. If you can find any of those clues, it should prove that he or she has not been at the mansion. Those who have not been there seem more trustworthy and more likely to be Phil's heir. Search the study for any clues to narrow down the potential list of heirs. Now this is actually really fun. That you can search through everything to try and find all the stuff. Oh, here's another moment where you can use the straw to blow. I'm finding like other people's items, but it's not time yet, so you can't investigate them. Oh, probably the tulips. That was it, yeah. Fantastic! Let's try to find DNA evidence on these three so that we can compare to the sample. Yeah, we will, but in the next episode. So like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you then.